Okay, wait. If you guys are really us, what number are we thinking of? 69, dudes!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rum Regret Podcast. I am Andy Drake.
Johanna Myers.
Nate Tussey, and we drink and we know things.
It is Tuesday, October 5th, and this is our 69th episode, everybody. Yeah, right. Tonight we're gonna catch up on our segments, and it's been a month since we've talked, so quite a bit has happened. But we're just gonna catch up, general sort of what everybody's watching, what everybody's playing, what we're excited for. Some really great trailers came out. We unfortunately lost the great Norm Macdonald since our last podcast.
Turd Ferguson,
man.
Yeah.
I know.
Pour one out for Burt Reynolds.
Right.
That's not my name.
Yeah.
Turd Ferguson.
Yeah. But no, I mean, one of the good things to come out of this is all of the old videos that you just were reminded of how great of a comedian Norm Macdonald was. So yeah, R.I.P. Norm. Dude, you were so great, so funny. We miss you, man.
Just the master of deadpan too. I loved it. It was
God,
and you didn't care if you got it. It was there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Did you see Weekend Update on this first? They just started the new season of SNL, and they let Norm's greatest of clips on the news desk close it out.
Oh no, I missed it.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh,
Worth a watch. Check it out on YouTube or Hulu's.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, let's jump into our segments. Joe, how's the horror corner looking?
The horror corner's looking good. Movie wise, I have to talk about Malignant.
Yes,
because it's so awesome. So this is the equivalent of going into Blockbuster and picking a movie based on the cover and
Yes.
finding out that it is the campiest B horror movie that becomes your absolute favorite.
Oh no.
Because I went into this thinking it was going to be like James Wan, like Saw-ish.
Right.
You know, not even close. It's totally just old school, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, it was so much fun.
Yeah, I totally agree. We watched it I think a week after it came out, and like all through the movie we were just like, what the like, what's going on? Like, what is this? And then when the reveal happened, it was just like, okay, I got my Halloween costume for this year. Like,
yeah.
this is so good. But no, it was I loved it. I love those movies that are just like, man, what the hell is going on? Like, what's happening here?
Oh, I was giggling and clapping at the end of it. I like literally just
yeah, it was totally like total campy, satisfying payoff in the end, I thought, anyway. But it was
so funny. I was actually yesterday talking to a friend of mine about it, and he watched it with his wife, and like they turned it off like pretty quickly, like because he's like a super horror buff and was just like, I didn't know it was a comedy. Like I thought it was stupid and I turned it off. I'm like, no, you gotta watch it till the end.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like, no, it is stupid in a comedy, but it's worth it.
Right. Yeah.
It is so worth the payoff.
Oh yeah.
So Nate, watch it.
Yeah.
Will do. And go ahead, Andy. What were you saying?
No, I just want to see like Nate's reaction to this.
My live tweeting or live chatting.
Yeah, your live
what the
chat.
fuck? What the hell? Why does it look like apple pie?
Yeah.
Like, especially after we pushed brand new cherry flavor on him.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think anything will top brand new cherry flavor with what we send over to Nate.
Oh God. The best was when I said what the fuck, and he was like, "Okay, if Joe's weirded out by this, I don't think I want to watch it.
I think I'm gonna tap out."
Right.
So Malignant, it'd be cool. I'll watch it, and then we should have Steve on as a guest because he's another huge horror buff.
That would
and
be
you
great.
guys can break it down, and then we can, I can contribute where I can. But
yeah,
that'd be fun.
Yeah,
for sure. But that's the one I gotta watch that again. It's fun.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, that was very much out of left field, and such a that's the one great thing. I mean, the one, and I don't know if it's helping the company at all, but the one good thing about Warner Brothers and HBO Max is the sort of the same day release, and I mean, it's good for us. Yeah. That we get to see these movies right away and do everything, but I hope it's paying off for the company.
Well, that's one after the fact that I was like, I wish I would have seen this in theaters. Cause seeing that with a theater, half full of people, would have been amazing.
So good. Yeah, totally.
Really?
Just for the people that would have walked out in the beginning and you would have said, dude, you guys missed this. Come on.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And next is I started watching Midnight Mass on
Netflix.
And I'm about 2 episodes in. So it's just starting to get a little freaky. But
what was the last thing you saw? Was that the storm?
Yes. So or the aftermath of the storm.
Oh, okay. All right. So everything post storm?
Yeah. So whatever I saw what washed up on the beach.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Now, and what and I don't want to spoil it for Nate. So Nate, this is
no, it's okay.
Anyway, so this is the next, not the next installment, but this is the same person who wrote Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor. This is their.
I hovered over the Netflix entry when I saw it and went, "Oh, they're gonna watch that."
All right. So, what was the last thing that you saw, Joe? Because obviously we started watching it as well, and we're only a few things in. Now, did you get was the church scene the last thing you saw?
Let me look actually.
Okay.
So did I finish the second episode? Oh no, I didn't. Okay.
Okay. All right.
No.
Then I won't.
So
say anything.
the Ash Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah, the Ash Wednesday was where I stopped.
Okay. Good.
So I actually just spoiled it for myself, but that's fine.
No. Okay. All right. So, but anyway, when you get there, let's chat. Because it's Jamie sort of picked up on something, and I'm just like, oh, if this is it, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the two things about this, right off the cuff, is I love the sheriff. I loved him in Bly Manor, and I love him now. And
yes,
he's amazing. And Bev Keane makes me feel like Joffrey did, where I'm just like,
right.
I really distaste you. Oh my God, you drive me insane and make my teeth grind. And I don't want to say I hate you, but it's very close.
Right. Yeah.
She reminds me of that Daenerys meme where she's making the Karen face.
Right. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. And it's already taken some turns here and there. And the priest is creepy as all hell. So.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, that guy's playing this part pretty well. So.
But yeah, that's what I got for the horror corner.
All right. Okay.
For want of a better title.
Right. I know. Right. Yeah. At least as long as we get that last syllable in there, we're all right.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how many beers I've had.
That's true. Right.
Horror corners.
Horror. Yeah. All right. My streaming selections of the week is long and distinguished, and we're gonna stay on the horror kick for a second. So my buddy Marcus was able to get me into a pre-screening, a Blumhouse pre-screening of two different movies where you can choose the movie that you want to watch, and the movie I chose was Bingo Hell, which is this is streaming now on Amazon Prime, but it is about a bingo hall in a sort of a podunk town that is basically the bingo hall is the thing to do in this town, right? And it gets taken over by a demon, and it is like,
I'm so here for this.
As bingo halls are wont to do. Yes, continue.
Dude, it is like 93 minutes of just pure like camp and fun and great.
Man.
Richard Brake plays the demon. I don't know if you guys know who this is. He played Joe Cool in the Dark Knight series, the guy who killed Batman's parents.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And he is so good as the demon. Like, I mean, just so evil and great as the bad guy here. And the supporting cast of the older actors is fantastic. So it's just a really good, sort of well done horror movie. It was great. The little sort of pre-screening event there was a like a little social media thing where you can take your picture and they sort of horror it up a little bit, and you could post it and hashtag it that you're watching these movies. And then they had a live after party with a DJ spinning nothing but horror tunes, like
awesome.
Dead Man's Party and Thriller, and she played Living Dead Girl from White Zombie, and like just it was just I mean, like, it was a lot of fun. Like, it was on a Thursday night, the night before these movies hit, and I mean, it was just a really cool, and it's just a fun movie to watch. So if you got 93 spare minutes and you want a fun horror movie to watch, definitely give Bingo Hell a chance. It's on Amazon Prime. I loved it. Again, that's not setting a very difficult bar to reach if I love a good campy horror movie, but I you know what I mean, it's fun. And again, Richard Brake just kills it as the demon, as the bad guy. I also watched a movie called Seance on Shudder, and this is a all girls school that there's a accident, and these girls have a seance to talk to their dead classmate, and weird shit starts happening around it. I expected this to be sort of straight up and like where it was going, but they turn it at like 20 minutes to go. It's just like, all right. I'm sort of here for this. Definitely 4 out of 5 side kittens for me on that one. And then I poking around Shudder, I also got into the slasher series. I had no idea this existed. This is a Canadian. This is the Canadian American Horror Story. Apparently, it's an anthology series. There have been 4 seasons. The 4th season is on Shudder, but seasons 1 through 3 are on Netflix.
Okay.
And so I watched season 4 just thinking that that's what it was, because they name it after sort of the like American Horror Story did, after sort of the theme of the season. The one on Shudder is called Flesh and Blood, and it's about a family that goes to an island retreat every year, and they compete in these games. And this year, the patriarch of the family, who's got a company and is rich beyond all things, is planning his death. And whoever wins the challenge, whoever wins the games that they do, gets the inheritance, and then, I mean, imagine just all the craziness that goes on through that. So I really loved the last season, Flesh and Blood. I got through season 1, which starred Katie McGrath from Supergirl, the girl who plays Lena Luthor. Nate, and what color her hair?
Yes.
And that was called Executioner, and it's the dude who the guy who is doing all the killing around town is dressed up in this really creepy executioner outfit. And it's, dude, I mean, I thought the first season was really good. I just started the second season, just getting into it, but it seems pretty solid so far, and I really dig it. So slasher series, again, first 3 series on Netflix. The last one is on Shudder.
Nice.
And then really quick here, Paramount Plus, Evil. I'm going to tote this series again. If you are not watching Evil and you have access to Paramount Plus, watch Evil. It is possibly the best show on TV.
Does it dethrone Cobra Kai?
Right.
It gets better and better every episode, and it's so good. So anyway,
Daniel-san is disappointed.
Yeah, I know, right? If you get the chance and you have Paramount Plus, please check it out. And I will leave that as my streaming selections of the week. So
Nice.
Nate, I'm ready.
Yeah. Oh, nope, that's the wrong thing.
Oh.
There we go. Yeah, so Marvel Minute. I'm really not organized this week.
Shame on you, Nate.
There's
Shame.
a lot happening. Apparently, the Blade movie release date might have been accidentally released by Marvel India to be Halloween of next year, even though they haven't started filming yet.
Oh, that's bold.
Yeah, very bold. I'm super excited. I don't know. I haven't seen any other cast info other than Mahershala Ali as Blade, who is, that's going to be fucking awesome. Like,
yeah,
stone cold Blade. That'll be great.
Yeah.
But, I'm sure that's subject to change. I'm most likely to get pushed, especially considering, if there's other variants popping up. There's a Loki tie-in. Let's see. So Eternals apparently is getting... was released early in some film festivals over across the pond, and is getting rave reviews, specifically Angelina Jolie's role, and Brian Tyree Henry's character. People are calling those two out as being kind of standouts, which is interesting because it's supposed to revolve around like the guys from Game of Thrones, the Black Knight character and Icarus. So we'll see what happens with that. It might be that they were just really kind of overly used in the trailers and are not so much the focus of the movie, which would be cool. There's a James Gunn made a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special that's coming out here soon, and apparently it's supposed to introduce quote unquote one of the greatest MCU characters of all time. So
come on, Squirrel Girl, come on!
Right? They were supposed to already have had a Squirrel Girl show out, and they got canceled. Yeah, with the AT&T lass. Ooh,
that's right. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see that, but the interwebs are all abuzz with who it is, and it's we've already seen Howard the Duck, so it can't be him. But I guess we're going to talk What If later, so we can leave Howard the Duck is off the market, ladies. For later.
Andrew WK is going to be very upset.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Yeah.
So I went and saw Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Addie wanted to go, even though I was like, it's probably a little violent for you, even though you have seen all of the MCU stuff.
Did she see the first one?
She did. She loved the first one.
Okay.
And it's more of that campy, but worse. Like without the this is the first movie, it's their first try situation. It's bad. It's not a good movie. And so I think a lot of the issues though is that they made an R-rated movie that was 2 hours and they cut it down to a PG-13 movie that was an hour and a half. The editing is all over the place. A lot of the plots kind of just don't go anywhere. There's a lot of hard cuts where there would be kind of gore and extra carnage. I'm thankfully, since Addie was in there, she didn't need to see a priest get blood splattered all over the walls or whatever. But they allude enough where it's like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done this.
So are we going to start the release the circus cut?
Yeah, right.
Or the R-rated 2 hour one?
Yeah, for sure. And that really kind of bums me out that circus got a chance to make this and it's not good. Woody Harrelson's a standout in it. He's always been a good character actor. Him as a serial killer works. But again, it's over the top, to meet the rest of the Venom stuff. So
sure.
Yeah, overall, it was like a 6 maybe, just because it had Carnage, and Carnage was pretty faithfully represented, like his abilities and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it again, which I never say about any Marvel movie. I mean, It's not a Marvel movie; it's a tie-in movie, Sony
right?
movie.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to spoil the end credit scene or a mid credit scene or not?
I don't care.
I say go for it. I would probably get spoiled in the next day or two anyway, with all my nerdy sort of, little outlets. So
sure. So, movie wraps, post credit scene. Eddie Brock is in some like shithole motel room in Mexico somewhere, laying on the bed, and inner monologue with Venom. And, Venom's trying to basically tell him, you have no idea what we can do. A knowledge of 1,000 years of, millennia of symbiote, blah, 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 shared between all of us kind of stuff. And he basically goes, "Are you ready, Eddie?" He's like, "Yeah." And then things happen. And then you hear Venom like, "Oh, no, what's going on?" Like, it's terrible. The writings, even in that, it's horrible. And then it basically, he jumps multiverses and he's in a very nice hotel room in Mexico with J. Jonah Jameson on the TV talking about Spider-Man the Menace.
Oh, wow.
From the end of the last Spider-Man movie. And it shows our MCU Spidey. And Venom's like, "Oh, we could be a hero there." And so that's going to lead to so Venom is now officially in the MCU somehow. And hopefully that means we get some Venom in the Spider-Man movie that's coming up, which should be interesting to say the least. So yeah, so that's why I said the post-credit scene kind of made up for it, even though it was pretty ham-fisted. It was just cool to see him throw those universes together, and obviously WandaVision and then What If and all that were kind of lead ups, and Loki obviously lead ups to multiverse and that kind of thing, but they are starting to pay it off pretty much in every project they're using. So yeah, interesting to see what happens there.
Nice. Okay.
They set it up so Venom wants to kill Spider-Man, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah.
And they're doing kind of the opposite. So if I remember from the comic books, like Eddie Brock and Venom get in trouble in New York and have to leave for San Francisco. And that's when the Venom storyline kind of starts off. He gets kind of in trouble in SF, and now they're going to put him in New York, it sounds like. So,
right.
Anyway, let's see. What else? Not a whole lot else that I've got to talk about outside of What If, because that stuff's really cool. We get the Hawkeye show in month and a half, which will be fun.
Yes.
Hawkeye Hard or whatever they're going to call it.
Excuse me?
It's the Die Hard kind of thing. It looks kind of campy and Christmassy and yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. That's all I really got for today.
Okay. Surprised you didn't mention the settled lawsuit.
Oh, yeah. Don't be surprised. Like I said, I'm all over the place.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So reportedly, ScarJo settled for $40 million. That's the reported number. Which I mean, honestly, I think Disney got off light. She was projected to get $100 million from the box office if the Marvel box office had kept the way it was going.
Yeah.
And given the success of Shang-Chi, it probably, I don't think it would have got there, just because it's kind of a movie at a time. I think wow, that was loud. If cheers. Cheers. If the movie had been released in the proper order, like forever ago,
right? No, it
would have been a smash hit.
Better. Right?
Yeah, like the first Wonder Woman movie. They would have beat DC to that again, and it would have been this huge moneymaker for him.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would have made, I don't know if it'll get up to $1 billion, but it would have made a lot of money. And so she was supposed to get points on that, which is why she filed the suit in the first place.
Right.
And Disney decided to not go to court, which is weird because they have all the money. So they just thought the optics weren't worth the squeeze, and decided to pay her out. So apparently she's still on the Tower of Terror movie that they're making. Apparently she's still going to be involved in other projects. So I don't know.
Yeah.
After the kind of personal attacks that Disney threw at her, I was kind of surprised at that, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, yeah, thanks, Andy. I appreciate you catching that one.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's big news whenever you make the House of Mouse payout big bucks, then
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I considering that they didn't use her for What If, I just thought I thought it was interesting that they ended up, I don't know, it just seemed like they weren't necessarily moving towards, like, I thought it was going to be a longer sort of drawn out battle than it was, but I'm good that it wasn't that, just because it's, now everybody looks sort of better, I guess, in terms of, Disney's like, we'll handle this. We'll take care of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's business. And what kind of shocked me was the backlash that she got. If it was Robert Downey Jr. doing the same thing, that wouldn't have happened. So I don't know. It's interesting to see how the rest of the world works, even when it's talking about liberal Hollywood, obviously.
Right.
It definitely leans one way, but it was kind of funny. Like, really, you guys, this is the trench you want to die in. Okay. Well,
right.
She made, I think she was paid $20 million to make the movie too. So she's, her and,
60
yeah,
God.
I know. Right. Well, I mean, I think she probably taken home 30, but still, wow. Her and Daddy Jost are going to be very happy.
No, seriously.
What does that look like? Do they have shared accounts? When Colin's like, and I've got my SNL check I can deposit. And she went, oh, really?
Right.
Here, hold my Truly or whatever she's drinking. And throws out her $60 million wang on the table. Oh, that's cute, honey. Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, so so let's get into What If. So the last time we talked What If, the zombie episode was about to drop. And since then we got Marvel Zombies, we got
Party Thor.
Party Thor.
Thor.
Oh my God, so good.
Yeah. And then what was last week's? Last week
Killmonger.
was
Killmonger was before Party Thor. And then or was Killmonger before when we talked, right?
No, it was Zombies, Killmonger, Party Thor, and then Ultron.
Ultron, that's right.
Oh God, yeah. That was whew.
Yeah. So I love the Marvel Zombies episode. I thought that was really good. It gave so much more depth to Wasp than the both movies have.
Oh, of course. Yeah, 100%.
My whole thing though is like I totally felt like Spider-Man of like, has anybody ever seen a zombie movie?
Right.
Like, really, you're gonna leave a giant dead wasp?
Yeah.
In the middle of like, come on,
shoot it in the head or something,
right?
Or maybe she shrinks right before
shrink her down or something,
But they keep their powers. That's the weird thing. So
when she stands up, I was like, you see what you're freaking.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I loved that episode. I specifically loved my new Halloween costume, lazy happy with the hand. Blam, 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 blam.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Are you making a blam noise?
When she says blam afterwards, I was like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
I also loved the Cap Bucky exchange in the train car when Zombie Cap rushes him and Bucky kicks his ass and Cap throws the shield at him and he catches it and throws it back and splits him in half and he's like, end of the line, pal.
Yeah.
That was another one that hurt.
All the movies, yeah. It was cool that he threw the shield on his back, though, so now he had that. But holy fucking, how terrifying is zombie Wanda.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all over the place on this episode, but holy shit.
No, that was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. That was intense. And from what I hear...
Once again, Wanda and Vision are fucking shit up.
Right? And Jesus, Vision just keeping T'Challa there for his, like, chicken nuggies for Wanda.
Dude.
Chopping them up bits at a time or something. Holy crap. From
Yeah.
what I heard, so this is based off the What If the Zombies comic run, which they had, which apparently was way worse because not only do they retain their powers, they retain their memories, and they're not slowed down at all. It's way worse, the stuff that they do. I have to go back and kind of read some of that, but I just remember hearing that. So it'd be cool to see what that looks like, especially for like a Halloween episode kind of revamp.
Yeah.
What else? There was a lot of good stuff in that episode. Sharon Carter was good until she got eaten by Cap, which is hilarious.
Right.
Um,
the Ant-Man with
the head.
Oh, the feature on the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the cape. But then he has the cape and Wingardium Leviosa out of the cavern.
God, that was hilarious.
Oh, so good.
So good.
So great.
Oh, man.
I love that part of it. Yeah.
That was really good. I did like the kind of buddy adventure they were going on at the end, kind of when it's T'Challa T'Challa and the head, and who else made it? 3 people.
I
I
Spider-Man.
don't remember. Oh, and Spidey, yeah. And then they're like, we're going to go to Wakanda. It's safe there. And then smash cut. It's Thanos, zombie Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, who has already taken over Wakanda. You're like, I want to see more of that story, but I feel like it's over pretty quickly.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking, like, I would honestly take, like, a season of Marvel Zombie What If over The Walking Dead.
100%. That'd be great.
Yeah. No, I mean, they could have literally just done an entire run, like 6-episode series of Marvel Zombies, and I would have been happy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure.
So, yeah.
That'd be great. What a great kind of like October, fall kind of show
perfect.
that they could put on Disney Plus maybe coming up.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. You like your pumpkin spice brains.
That's right.
You'll be good to go.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. No, I mean the theme with the what ifs is pretty much the darker side of Marvel. So while the movies tend to have that sort of almost the Star Wars: A New Hope sort of ending where everything's okay, this is definitely sort of these end up where no, shit's still pretty fucked up.
Right.
And this is the one side of Marvel that was that we just haven't seen yet. Like I said, the ending of Infinity War obviously was kind of as dark as Marvel got.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, it's the end of half of life in the universe. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that kind of stuff.
Oh, it could be worse.
Yeah.
We just found out it could be a lot worse.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So but no, and that's the one thing that I like about these is seeing these alternate storylines where stuff doesn't end up necessarily as good as it started, and that's the real sort of genius behind this. So
yeah, that's a really good kind of transition into the next one with Killmonger rescuing Tony Stark, because it really shows. I mean, Killmonger was a badass character to begin with, probably one of the better villains that Marvel's come up with, but this episode really just highlights that and kind of shows the mind behind the man as opposed to just the physical aspect and what we got in the movie. Hopefully we get some more in the Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever.
Yeah,
which this one was a little lost on me because I didn't see Black Panther.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. I suck at life.
Dude.
No, it's really good. It's really good.
Dude.
I can't believe you haven't seen that movie. Oh my God.
Wow, yeah. Martin.
So the first
Freeman
time you
is
saw,
come on,
yeah, right, yeah. The first time you saw Black Panther then was in what, Civil War, with everybody else, because Civil War happened before.
Black Panther did.
Was it? Okay, then yeah, it was.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, which
interesting.
I managed to keep up.
Right. Yeah, Black Panther's worth it. It's a good movie.
It is.
It's pretty significant as far as everything goes, but
yeah, I definitely want to watch it,
flick.
Especially now that I've seen all the stuff afterwards, and I'm like, wait,
Right.
I totally missed not seeing this movie.
Yeah,
for sure. So what do we want to talk about with this episode? There's not a whole lot. I mean,
yeah,
it really...
I mean, it really is just if Killmonger's plan didn't get totally derailed, you know, and again, it's weird. I mean, how many times have we seen Tony Stark die now?
every single episode,
pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
basically, yeah.
Yeah, I know it's just interesting to see that, you know, to see him Sean Bean his way through What If.
For sure. Well, so they're saying that there's a reason behind it. So I saw something, I'm trying to remember what platform it was on, talking about Nexus events and fixed points in time. And remember the Doctor Strange episode where his girl kept dying.
Yeah.
So people are extrapolating from that because Iron Man's died in pretty much every episode, his death is one of those Nexus fixed points in time. He has to die at some point in order for the world to continue on or whatever. Because these are all in different parts of the multiverse typically, right? So
right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's just my 2 cents there. But
all right. Okay.
That wasn't mine. That was borrowed, but I'll take credit.
I'd buy that. I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the one thing I did like the way that they kind of redid the same formula from the first episode where they're replaying the movie. You know, it's the beginning of Iron Man and the Humvee and everything, and with Back in Black playing and everything, and the Humvees, the Funvee, and all that, and everything gets right, exactly. Everything gets blown to hell. You know, he gets thrown out or runs out. Missile's about to blow up, but then Killmonger is there and throws the missile, and hero pose with exploding behind him.
Right.
And basically, Killmonger intercepts the plan between Obadiah Stane and the Ten Rings to kidnap and kill Tony. Killmonger comes back with Stark. Stark's enamored with him, promotes him to his head of security, and his first thing at the press conference where when he came back in the movie when Iron Man said they're not going to make weapons anymore, they doubled down here and said we're going to need better weapons and better intel and that kind of stuff. And then he promotes Killmonger to his head of security, and you see it cuts to Happy, and he's like, hey, that was supposed to be my job, because that's what happens is Happy gets promoted to that position in the MCU movies. And his first act is he outs Obadiah for the plan to kidnap and have Tony killed. So
that was a great scene.
Yeah,
that was a great scene.
Really
I really like the way they did that. What else? I mean, I think in general it was just really impressive of the plan that he had and how he implemented it. I don't really kind of buy everybody just being so, wow, this guy's amazing, and there were people that were looking into it,
Pepper's the only one that's like, wait a minute.
Right. I'm supposed to screen everybody first. Yeah. But yeah, I really liked it. It was great.
And it was neat to see the scene where he ends up becoming the next Black Panther and then goes into I guess Black Panther heaven. Like I said, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Right. And T'Challa's just like, you fucked up, kid.
Yeah,
exactly. So Andy Serkis is Claw in that again, and Denai Guerrera is Okoye again in that episode. Both play really well. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's cool just to see his adaptability as a tactician. And Killmonger's, like I said, he was already a great villain. I really hope we get to see more of that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that goes.
Party Thor.
Party Thor.
Oh my God. My favorite episode?
Yeah.
Exclamation point. The Guardians was great, but fuck, I love this episode. Go ahead, guys.
No, this was good. I loved the Frost Giant Loki interaction. Sorry, Joe, I'm kind of stealing that from you. You know,
it's all good.
But yeah,
brothers from another mother.
Obviously, I love Loki in any form.
Yeah,
right. Especially in the 20-foot giant blue form. Yow.
Yeah. No, I thought that was fun, and I thought that was good. God, what else? No, Natalie Portman and Kat Dennings back in their respective roles too, which was great. I don't know. Go, Joe. What do you?
I'm trying to think of his name. It escapes me, but Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah.
His little cameos were fantastic.
Right.
I'm sorry, Party Thor. I want to punch him in the face. I really do.
100%. That's the point.
Yeah.
Which is why Captain Marvel was so great in that.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was so much fun, but it was also just so frustrating because I'm like, I hate Party Thor.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And the whole thing comes down to like he got his mom called on him.
Right. Mm-hmm. I know. That was the real fun.
Like, come on, everybody, help me clean up.
Yeah.
It was very John Hughes kind of gotta get it done before the folks get home.
So my favorite parts were Goldblum and Frost Giant Loki.
Nice.
Yeah.
Obviously. I
like when Maria Hill's like, "Why do you think I'm in charge?" And then it smash cuts to Korg trying to do a cannonball into a pool, and he kills fucking Nick Fury. That was great. There's a bunch of those little like one-offs. I mean, then everybody gets to partying, and Darcy marries Howard the Duck in Vegas because they're hammered. Like,
yeah.
Mrs. the Duck. Not now, Howard.
Yeah.
He makes a comment about her not being blonde. Like,
right.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm surprised they kind of got away with that. I love the Captain Marvel beatdown scene, like the fight. It's like, why didn't you just take him out? I don't want to split the planet in half. Oh, okay.
Right.
Cool.
Well, what about the Dakotas?
You're right. For sure.
Yeah.
I can even tell them apart. The north one's on top, the south one's on the bottom.
I did like the what? I'm trying to remember what show it was. Maybe I'm thinking of just like Indiana Jones or something, where they start in Europe and then Thor gets punched out of Europe across the ocean and down into New Mexico, but as it pans out, it has the names of the countries.
Right.
That was fantastic.
That was really good.
So good.
Yeah, France printed in huge letters across the countryside as Thor is punched into the sky. Put a smile on my face.
Right.
It was cool. They got Clancy Brown back too as Surtur trying to hit on the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Melts off her arm.
Another part where I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me right now? Are you serious?"
It was so good.
Is the Ragnarok guy seriously trying to make it with the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah, right? I love that Earth is like the crappy hotel room of the 9 realms, you know?
Yeah. Well, apparently that planet was going to blow up anyway, so this is a big wild party send off kind of thing.
Yeah.
Heimdall will never find us here.
Right.
I love how it gave Frigga more kind of weight to her character. Apparently she's supposed to be a badass, like on the level of Odin, and we never really got to see that in the movies. I mean, she does some kind of hand-to-hand stuff or whatever, but then basically gets taken out by a dagger.
Yeah.
It would be cool. It would have been cool to see more from her, but I don't know. You can't really ask a whole lot from an actress who's already been in the industry for 4 decades. You know, we're not going to put Rene Russo up on wires, although I'm down for that.
I'm sure she would have done it.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. Fair point, especially magic stuff, you know?
Right.
I feel bad about her Sunday brunch, though. Like, I'll see you guys in another millennia.
I know, right?
Right. You messed up bottomless mimosas. I'm going to kill that kid.
Yeah.
I gotta take care of my asshole son.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
Geez.
So that episode ends with the Watcher basically like, well, not all stories end well, but this is kind of more of a positive upbeat. Oh, wait, what's going on? Like record scratch moment. And then you've got Ultimate Ultron, or whatever we're calling him, Final Form Ultron, gates in with all of his Ultron bots or Ultobots or whatever those are called, and has all the Infinity Stones in his chest with the Mind Stone glowing through his helmet, and then the visor pops up and it's Vision's body, which automatically you're like, oh fuck. So
like, how could you make Thanos look like a cake?
Yeah.
Right. Can we get Thanos back, please?
100%. Yep.
Ultron is fucking awful and terrifying.
Ultron squared. We got to figure out a better name. Like, what do we call this guy? Jesus.
Yeah.
Super Ultron. Yeah. There you go. Megazord. No, he's not that. Well, no, he does get big in the next episode.
Right.
What else? Anything else? I feel like I kind of want to go back through that episode again and pick out all the guys in the background.
Yeah,
right.
They had everybody.
Yeah, that was the Easter egg sort of Space Jam crowd moment where I needed to slow it down, pause it, and go and pick person by person.
For sure, him and the Skrulls. Do me. No, you do me.
Right. Oh god, that was great. It's
like, yes, we know you're a narcissist. Okay, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So then brings us up to episode 8 then, yeah?
I think so.
What if Ultron won? Oh.
Dude, the one, like, I mean, there were so many holy shit moments in this.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that got me, and this is the one that has sort of like thrown the internet into a fizzy, is the Thanos throwaway moment.
Oh, that was amazing. Interesting.
Yeah. Split him right in half.
It even peeled him.
Split Thanos in twain.
In twain.
Oh god,
that was great. So, just as a quick backstory, not even a story, just quick anecdote. I can't. So Addie comes over on Wednesdays, right? When I don't have her Monday and Tuesday, she comes over on Wednesdays, and I have the hardest time waiting for her to watch this. Right? I don't typically.
Oh, what?
I
hope she does. Addie, you didn't hear that.
Yeah.
No, she knows. She's aware. I tell her.
Okay. All right.
But for this one, I did wait. So we're both having like the holy shit moments at the same time, looking back and forth at each other, like, okay, this is how we should be watching this. But then when he split Thanos in half, she was like, holy shit, language. Wait a minute, that's a callback.
Did you seriously Captain America your daughter?
I did see Roger's Captain America, Addie, with language.
Oh, that's
like,
funny.
You're 12 and I swear like a sailor, but you're not allowed to talk that way.
In this case, I think it's okay. You're both having side kittens.
Oh my god, it was hilarious.
Oh,
Keep your side kittens out of my Marvel conversation. Thank you very much. Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
so question, I was too like freaked out by this episode to even register. Did James Spader voice Ultron in this?
No.
Ross Marquand,
Yeah, impressionist extraordinaire Ross Marquand, who voiced Red Skull in the Avengers movie, right? Yeah, and has since done Red Skull since.
Yeah, everything after Captain America, he's the Red Skull.
Yeah, right. But no, just dude, YouTube Ross Marquand and all of his stuff. It's what's his name from Walking Dead?
I can't remember the name of his character.
Yeah, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
no, he's I mean, brilliant impressionist.
Yeah, he is really good.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy Kimmel just had him on. One of the Jimmys just had him on to do kind of a rapid fire impression roulette kind of thing. It was really good. So yeah, if you YouTube that, you'll catch his greatest hits.
I gotta say, all the voices in this were good for the people that they couldn't get back. Like, I don't think there was anyone that I was just like, That's not who that is.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tony Stark, whoever did him, was pretty clear. But I think like Lake Bell instead of ScarJo, she did a great job. I didn't care, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have been fine if none of them had the voices. It was nice that they did.
Yeah,
but
it's certainly hard to tell. Lake Bell's doing a really good job as Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if they would have recast Loki, I would definitely know.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. Yeah, or Strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Any of
I know my
Jobin's
boy's
greatest
voice.
hits. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, that's not it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
but
great.
the end of fucking Ultron, speaking of my boy.
Yeah. So no, we get the Watcher finally. Dude, that moment too, where Ultron just sort of turns around and like, wait, what is that?
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, and then we finally get the Watcher no longer watching.
An active player.
Yeah.
Yeah, after he's attacked by Ultron, basically. So it's a parallel to the Doctor Strange episode where Strange gets powerful enough to be aware of the Watcher, and that same thing happens when Ultron gets all the Infinity Stones from Thanos and powers up for the first time. I like how Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher is just playing it off.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he became aware of his presence, and that's when Ultron's like, who said that?
Right. Yeah.
Like, ixnay on the explanation A. Wait, you can't do that with an E.
Right. Yeah,
there's some fourth wall smashing right there.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, maybe stop talking for a minute and prepare to get your ass kicked. I did like that fight between the two of them was really good. I think you'll find that my will is stronger than yours, and he like superpowers up.
Right, yeah, to level up.
That was great.
That was really cool.
Yeah, just beating each other through different multiverses.
Right. I did like I mean, you call it a Galactus moment because it looks like Galactus, but way bigger and stronger when Ultron goes, super being and devours a galaxy on top of to knock out the Watcher from his, whatever his armored form was or whatever.
Yeah.
Aside from all of the Ultron and Watcher stuff, I really loved how they did the whole Natasha and Clint side story, trying to find oh god, what's his name?
Zora.
Right.
Arnim Zola, thank you.
Zola, yeah.
Going to Russia. Well, first fighting all of the bots and seeing this is the Hawkeye I wanted to see. What a badass. Like even with the cybernetic arm and the invisible cloak and
although
and speaking of Indiana Jones, when they had their whole indie moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, they had a bunch of those. There was a Star Wars moment too. He's like, the plans are not on the computer.
Right. Yeah. Although the arrow that downloads the Zola essence and then I shoot into a robot, like that's a pretty specific design there.
Of course.
How do you plan for that?
I'm sorry.
For that?
Ultron runs Apple, and your arrow is totally Android. This is not
right.
Work.
Upload error.
Well, that happened too, right? Because Ultron wasn't in the known universe.
Right.
Like, I'm not sure why it didn't work. Like, wait, what do you mean? He's not in the known universe. Wait, what? Oh, that's hilarious. Well, yeah, I mean, you put a USB and tie it to the end of an arrow, right? That's basically all you have to do.
Right, yeah.
You ever try to get a USB into the slot? It never works the first time.
Which way does this giggity?
I know,
Which way does this go?
You have to turn it at least 3 times.
You gotta take it out to dinner, buy it a couple drinks. Come on,
minimum of twice.
Yeah, right, yeah.
No, you always turn it 3. There's always that last one where you're like, wait, I swear I tried this one before.
Right. There shouldn't be a third way to put in a USB, but somehow that always works.
Right.
Oh
my god.
I'm like glaring at my USB right now, just like, why? Why?
Yeah, it is
little
the dumbest design ever.
It really is. Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh man.
All hail USB-C.
Right? No kidding. Oh, so another side note. Apparently the EU again is starting to pressure Apple. Like everything has to have USB-C. Damn it. Like, okay. You guys tried that like 4 years ago and it didn't work. Right. So basically back to the episode. So basically Ultron kicks the shit out of the Watcher and the Watcher ends up inside of Ultimate Doctor Strange's little glass prison floating in nothingness and is safe for the moment. And that's the beginning of the new superhero, like Heroes of the Multiverse team that the Watcher is going to put together, which I'm stoked for. So
yeah, that was the moment where like I was just like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What if the fuck?
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, is there going to be another season of What If? What's going on?
There
here?
is. They've already talked about or confirmed that.
And yes, my evil strange love gets more screen time.
Right.
I don't know. It might be different characters, and I think it might. From what I've heard, they're talking about it being more in depth on those individual. You know how the individual episodes kind of just break off, and you're like, wait, what happened with the story? I think they're talking about making a more consistent, like.
Less of an anthology kind of thing
more,
in one,
more
solid.
Yeah, sure.
That would be cool.
It would be. Yeah.
I want
Marvel zombie spinoff. Marvel zombie spinoff.
That 100%. And Robert Kirkman, let's do this. But I want to see some of the like classic What If stuff, like what if the Hulk killed Wolverine? Or sorry, other way around. What if Wolverine killed the Hulk? There's a couple things like that which I would just die to see. And they're going to be introducing mutants here pretty quick. I think they're talking about the Eternals movie coming out. Jesus, is that this month?
I think so.
That's a couple weeks. Shit.
Okay.
They're talking about that's probably where they'll introduce it, potentially. So, I know. Okay. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm fine with them taking their time. Please do a good job with the X-Men.
Yeah.
I mean, Feige's in charge, so I'm happy, but
yeah,
we'll see.
And just look at X2, because X2 I think was the best X-Men movie, bar none.
Yeah.
First Class is good. The original
First Class was good. The original movie was good as well.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to top. It's going to be hard to top Wolverine, though.
Days of Future Past also very good.
Yeah.
But it's going to be hard to top those people. It'll be interesting to see, now that they've done the multiverse thing, they could seriously have cameos from the X-Men, the Fox X-Men,
right?
And then flip it. This is the hard reintroduction to your new Logan, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right.
That would be
Give
cool.
me more Nightcrawler. That's all I ask.
Hell yeah. I want X2 Nightcrawler, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one attacking the White House and the Oval Office.
Oh my god. That was one of the best scenes in X-Men, bar none.
Best scenes in movie history, I think.
No, one of the, that was really
action
cool.
scenes. Yeah.
Yeah. Very
good. Well, so the next What If, they've already spoiled the title. It's What If the Watcher Broke His Vow.
So,
it's going to be party time in the LBC.
Yeah.
In the party time in the MCU and see what happens. Tomorrow. I thought there was 10 episodes. I'm wrong. I'm hoping, and I'm really hoping it's longer than, 22 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever.
Oh, so shoot, there's another one. I honestly thought that was the end.
No,
that would have been a great cliffhanger for season 2, but
total good cliffhanger.
No, finale's tomorrow or tonight. Okay. I might actually stay up and watch that. Actually, what is it, 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
I've been gaming a bunch, so I could probably make that work. We'll see.
Yeah.
Speaking of gaming,
what are you playing these days?
So I'm balls deep into New World.
Balls deep.
Yeah. Sorry, that's disgusting and very.
That's all right.
And brings us back to the founding of the country, which is really not good. It's great. It's so Amazon Gaming, which has just laid a string of stinking turds across the gaming landscape, has had 4 projects, I think. 2 of which they canceled, like Killed in the Crib, as they were getting ready to come out, and the other 2 that everyone just kind of shat on. so this was kind of their last hurrah. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't their last, but it was the last major title they had in development. And it's been going for like 5 years, 6 years. And it's a massively multiplayer MMO, consistent world type thing.
Okay.
But it's set in like the 1700s. So think conquistadors, think that kind of vibe.
Sure.
But it has, mystical elements and that kind of thing. It's very, and it looks amazing. It's probably the best looking MMO I've ever played.
Okay.
And that's across the board. So it's not cartoony like WoW. It's not over the top anime style like Final Fantasy or any of that. It's as kind of realistic as you can make it. Looks amazing, even on my, how old is this? 2016. Even on my 5-year-old laptop, it looks great.
Okay.
Yeah, so really fun. The main kind of hook with this is that there are 3 different factions that aren't really. It's not like the Horde and the Alliance, but I guess it kind of is. More political factions, and you take over different areas of the map, and that directly contributes to like the revenue of your faction, and then you build bases and have defenses that you have to build up, and then the other factions can declare war on you and invade your territories. And these are actual players; these aren't like bots or anything. So you have to go through all of these different missions to get a certain region to a certain level, and then you can declare war on it. And then there's this, when you're in the game, this banner splashes across the screen like X faction has declared war on X territory. The war will commence at 6:30 on Wednesday, October 6th at this time.
Oh man!
And you basically have to sign up for the war.
Oh wow!
and then it's an invading group against, it's 7 groups. I think it's 7 or 8 groups of, kind of like pods of people.
No way.
Waves of people going after these strongholds, and it's nuts.
That's crazy.
I haven't even kind of scratched the depth of, kind of owning territories or being a governor of a clan or whatever. But it does have a lot of the major kind of MMO tropes where it's gather this many of this, kill this many of that. But it's not boring. Because as you're doing that, you're like leveling up your wood cutting skills or your mining skills, and then you can make things with that. And then there's an economy that's based on demand. So you can actually take like flint from one region, look at the marketplace and see that there's tons of flint there. It's selling for like a quarter, 25 cents a piece, or a quarter of a gold piece each. Go to another region and then put it on that marketplace, because you can see that it's selling for like 2.5 gold pieces. A unit there. And so it's pretty intense and in depth.
Cool.
And it's getting great reviews, with the major caveat and hilarious issue that is server availability from a company that makes all their money off servers.
Right. Yeah.
With Amazon Web Services. So people
funny.
are sitting in queues to play this game for like 8 hours.
Oh, wow.
Based on what world you're in and what region. So like what region you are, and then what specific world you choose to play in. Some of them are very popular, named like Camelot or whatever, get all of the people jumping into it because my server's Camelot or whatever. I tried that at the very beginning, and there was like a 4,000 person queue at the time it launched. By the time I got to that queue, it was 4,000 people waiting, and I went, fuck that, delete. Found some random one that was in the North American region and just jumped on that one and got right in. So
nice. Cool.
I haven't really had any issues with it, but overall it's fun. That's cool. A very long way to do that. The only other thing I've been playing besides that was the Predator Hunting Grounds. It was a freebie from last month's PlayStation Plus. Where the actual tutorial walks you through being the Predator, hunting a bunch of guys in a jungle. It's fucking really well done. So as well as the Aliens game did with the sound design and weapons and all that, this is that, but it's open world type. Sure. Like it's very wide open because you're jumping around from tree to tree as predators and that kind of thing. Really fun, obviously multiplayer type stuff.
Okay.
That one's pretty good. And then Battlefield 2042 open beta early access tomorrow. Okay. So you can preload it now. So I'll be playing that tomorrow morning. That'll be fun. So.
Okay. Joe, what are you playing?
I am balls deep in Terraria. Giggity.
In Terraria, how does your snake feel about that? Wait.
Oh.
Terraria.
So,
yes.
So Terraria is basically, it's Minecraft, but 2-dimensional.
Okay.
So it's all pixelated, and
sure,
you craft stuff to mine with and mine stuff to craft with, and just dig your way through a world. You get this like open like world where there's different biomes, and so it's all kind of just engineered of like, okay, you never know what biome you're going to get with the world, and so it's like,
I gotcha.
You get jungle, ice, desert, the just standard normal forest, and you get one of 2 evil biomes. So it's either the corruption, which is like spooky purple and weird, or you get what is it, crimson, which is all bloody horror, gore.
Yeah.
And you just like dig down and mine out your underworld, and you go up into the sky world, and you just like explore, and then you like fight bosses and stuff. And so it's a lot of fun. And I got into it a while back from a buddy of mine, and so they just released the newest update. It's called Journey's End for Xbox. So this PC and PCs had this for a while back, so they just released it for Xbox, and I think PlayStation is coming soon.
Okay.
But you get kind of another, like, there's easy, hard mode, and then now with the Journey's End, there's like developer mode where you can just kind of like build your own world.
Okay.
Whereas usually it's like you're kind of just, you get the world you get, and that's kind of what you're given.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a really, really fun, like, Minecraft-esque game where you're just like build, explore, dig.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Fight things, and it's been really like nice just to like zone out and like, I'm just gonna go to Terraria and do my thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool. Yeah.
So it's been my replacement for Animal Crossing.
Nice. Nice.
So yeah, that's what I've been gaming at.
That's cool. Yeah, my game time has been sort of few and far between here. So I've just been sort of logging in and doing some Aliens missions here and there. But it's funny. No, it's funny you mentioned Minecraft. Right now, the book we're reading to Xander at night is a book called Minecraft the Island, written by son of Mel Brooks, Max Brooks. And it's,
oh shit.
It is about a guy who wakes up in Minecraft and has no idea where he is. And he has to sort of figure his way through and learn the rules of the world. So
that's great.
So imagine you just waking up in Minecraft not knowing anything about it and trying to figure out like how to.
It sounds like when I first tried to play Minecraft.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's super smart, because you have this huge audience for that book to speak to. That's amazing.
Yeah, and so far so good. We're maybe a quarter of the way through it, and it's just really good so far. It is a sort of fantastic. Nothing less that I would expect from the son of Mel.
Right.
One other thing that I wanted to bring up, and this is actually another podcast, but Batman: The Audio Adventures. I don't know if you guys have listened to this yet or not. I posted this in the chat. Anyway, it's you can listen to it on HBO Max, but you can listen to it anywhere else. Jeffrey Wright as Batman. Okay.
Oh,
John Leguizamo as the Riddler. Right? Alan Tudyk is Alfred. Kenan Thompson is in it. Jason Sudeikis is Hamilton Hill. Brent Spiner as the Joker. Brooke Shields is Vicky Vale. Narrated by Chris Parnell. Bobby Monahan as the Penguin. Seth Meyers as Jack Ryder.
I love Bobby Monahan as the Penguin. That's great.
Okay, Chris Parnell as the narrator is going to seriously screw me up, because he's fucking Jerry.
Right. Yeah.
He's
Tim
always
Meadows,
going to be Jerry.
yeah. Tim Meadows is Dr. Arkham. Rosario Dawson is Catwoman. Fred Armisen's in it. This cast for Paul Scheer's in it as well. I mean, this cast is stacked.
Yeah.
I listened to the first
amazing.
episode. I think they've only released one episode so far, and it's good. It's comedy. It is total comedy, obviously, with the cast. So it doesn't, and it doesn't just take itself too seriously. So it's such a great take on Batman, almost harkening back to the Adam West sort of era.
No.
So if
that's great. I just found it there. Looks like the second episode's live.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Yeah, but you can
Very
listen
cool.
through HBO Max, and you can listen on any other sort of podcast platform that you subscribe to.
That's great.
Wherever you're listening to Rum and Regret, you can listen to Batman: The Audio Adventures.
Exactly. After you're done with Rum and Regret, go on
right.
over to the little channel from HBO Max and check out Batman: The Audio Adventures.
Right.
Soon to be a sponsor. Whoa.
All right.
And speaking of audio goodies, I posted on our Rum and Regret page, the Sandman audiobook from Neil Gaiman is free for the month of October.
Yeah, and that trailer that hit, oh my gosh.
I know, my gosh. looks amazing. Like, I have no idea what I'm looking at, but it looks amazing. Like,
well, if you want an idea, listen to the audiobook.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah. Anybody got anything else?
Yeah, so I did a little podcast called
that's right,
Grognostics last Friday. May or may not have had a few too many samplings of Hefeweizen. Wait, Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen.
It's German.
It is German for sure. I doubt they'll keep all of the pronunciation attempts that we tried on the podcast in the podcast, but it was hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, Elisa was very particular. No, it's Hefeweizen. There's no N in the middle. Okay. It was funny. So anyway, we had a blast. I mean, the topic was a little off. Normally, Grognostics is where craft beer meets the unexplained. So really great podcast, really well produced, and they take their shit super seriously. You should see the hardware that they threw out.
Oh, really?
For just the mics that they have are nuts. Everything plugging into kind of a head unit and then going from there to your to the laptop. But it's really well scripted, really well done. They literally had scripts printed out for several different things, and that's one of the surprises was that there was a skit that Steven wrote, and it was hilarious. I got to channel my inner Jonathan Moxon, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Nice.
And I don't want your life. Yeah, it was great. We had a blast. I'm sure the beer helped, but in general, it was great. So the reason I brought up what their MO is typically with craft beer and the unexplained, there's a beer section, which was the Hefeweizen. There was a skit, which I'll leave as the teaser there, which is great. And then there's an actual topic for the week, and typically it's like UFOs or Stonehenge or something that's unexplained, quote unquote. Kind of metaphysical type stuff in general. But this one, we threw out a bunch of topics, and we decided to do technology and sports, and what sports look like in the future because of technology. And it was a really great conversation.
Okay.
Everybody was really well prepared. The main person talking was Steve, and we kind of just chimed in and then had our own opinions on specific things. But, you're talking about everything from, nutrition to training to execution on the field to adjudication by the referees to engagement by the fans and monetization ultimately of the data at the end of that stream. So it was great, man. We had a blast. It's not live yet. I'll let everybody know when it does go live, but
we'll
you can check them out wherever podcasts are listened to. They're Grognostics, Grognostics. TICS, and I believe it's also grognostics.com. So go check them out. Good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Anything else? We got it?
I think
Nailed
I'm
it?
good for now. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nailed it.
69,
dude. Right?
Yeah. Well, what do you guys think of What If so far? Let us know your thoughts. You can tweet us at rum_regret. 996 followers as of this podcast.
So close.
We are on the tip of 1,000.
Hey,
hey
just
now.
the tip.
Hey now.
Just for it, just to see how it feels.
Just to see how it feels.
Or you can find us on Facebook at the Rum Regret Podcast. Joe, where can they find you at the socials?
At Joe Chickadee on all the socials or joechickadee.com.
Nate.
Avid Gamer, AV1D Gamer on all the socials and your gaming platforms of choice. Hit me up if you want to check out New World or anything on the PlayStation, Xbox, xCloud, potentially here pretty soon. So
there you go. All right. And I'm at Andrew Drake on Twitter, Crazy Drake on Facebook. And until the next time, we have spoken.
you split Thanos in twain!